welcome back to the Fanboy Cantina. In this video, we are talking about the latest G.I. Joe classified reveals. We'll first talk about the figures that you can pre-order right now, and then we'll talk about the figures in the G.I. Joe classified pipeline. The figures were announced at the Hasbro Pulse live stream on April 26th of 2022. There are 6 figures that you can pre-order right now. 3 of them are Target exclusives and 3 of them are not. This is Zarana. This is a great looking action figure. I like how they have taken that original look of Zarana and modernized it. It even has an alternate hairpiece where you can have that more modern look, or you can go to the 80s mullet look from the original Zarana figure. I also like the touches with this rifle where they've modernized it or made it a little bit more realistic. You might remember that spinning kind of weird blade from the 80s character. This is a great modernized version of Zarana. Next up we have Dusty. I don't know about you, but Dusty was a favorite character of mine for the original A Real American Hero series. I loved the original action figure, and they have done it justice here in the G.I. Joe classified line. It looks like Dusty. They've incorporated those desert camouflage accents, the rifle style. The helmet and goggles are both removable here. This is just a beautiful looking action figure. I like the more realistic look of the G.I. Joe figures, and this one is great. The G.I. Joe classified Crimson Guard is my favorite of the 6. I used to really love the original action figure as a kid, and here it is a faithful rendition of the Crimson Guard in that G.I. Joe classified scale. You got all of the elements that you would expect: the colors, the regal look, the rifle with the bayonet, everything that you would expect in the Crimson Guard figure. And then they've upped it a notch by including a sword for the Crimson Guard, and you can take that sword, attach it to the side of the Crimson Guard figure, or you can attach it to the backpack. Just a wonderful rendition of the Crimson Guard, and I am looking forward to this one the most. Now we get to the 3 Target exclusives. First we have Tiger Force Recondo. This is a good looking action figure. It has a removable hat as well as a machete. I'm not sure how I feel about that shoulder holster, right? But overall, a good looking action figure. I would probably prefer it in its original colors. Next we have Tiger Force Bazooka. Another action figure that I would prefer in its original colors, but for what it is, it's a good looking figure. That rifle, the launcher has 4 missiles that you can slide right into there. The helmet is removable. It's a good looking rendition of the Bazooka character, though personally I would prefer its original look. And I think it's inevitable, right, that there will be a repaint of Recondo and Bazooka in its original colors. In this case here, we have the Python Patrol Officer, which is itself a repaint. I don't like the Python Patrol line, but here it is. At the time of this video, the 3 Target exclusives are sold out on HasbroPulse.com, but you can go to Target.com and place your pre-order now, and actually it's cheaper. It's priced at $22.99 instead of $24.99 on Hasbro Pulse. As for the other 3 figures, they are for general release, and you can pre-order from Hasbro Pulse, although the Crimson Guard is showing as sold out, but you can easily go to Big Bad Toy Store, or Entertainment Earth, or other outlets and place your pre-order right now. Now shifting gears, we get to the pipeline, and it's a little disappointing because of the volume of repaints. This is obviously Snake Eyes and Timber. Snake Eyes has more of the G.I. Joe Resolute kind of colors, but we just got this figure not that long ago. Then we've got Zartan, and so Zartan in this case has slightly different colors and will be on that retro card back at Walmart, but it's a repaint. And then with this next figure, we've got Storm Shadow, which looks great, and it has a different set of hands, and the colors are maybe a little bit more white, but otherwise it's yet another repaint, but going to be on that retro card back. Next we have Tiger Force Duke and the Ram Cycle. This is the third repaint of the Duke figure. I got to admit, I do like the look of the Ram cycle. It does look kind of cool. Of the repaints, the only one that I'm likely to pre-order is this one. This is the Cobra Ninja 2-pack. If they look familiar, it's the Cobra Red Ninja and the Akiko bodies being reused here. But the blue colors do look cool, and they include the Oni and Kitsune masks for the ninja characters. And finally, we get to the biggest surprise, I think, of the live stream, which is Sgt Slaughter is coming to g.i.joe Classified. How wild is that? This digital render looks wonderful, a great rendition of the Sgt Slaughter character. But it is a shock, right? Because Sgt Slaughter is already in the Valaverse Action Force line, and you can also go to Mattel and get the Sgt Slaughter wrestling figure. Pretty wild that this is actually happening. Anyways, we want to hear from you. Post in the comments, what do you think of these G.I. Joe Classified reveals? How are you actually feeling about the brand right now? And are you going to add any of these to your collection? As always, thank you so much for watching. Please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. This has been the Fanboy Cantina.